I see you. I see you. That's not gonna get yourself killed. I just kid. I see you. Look at you with your mirror visor. Oh, I can see myself. Look at that sexy beast. Ah! He doesn't know. He just doesn't know. What? Huh? 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 Oh, what's up going on, everybody? Reverend Devin here, and I am here with my buddy Ethan. Ah! Ah! And we are coming back from doing Push Mountain. I didn't record it just because we were... He put his butt in the air. Oh, yeah, I can do that too. Booty shake. Oh, but we did Push Mountain. I didn't record on it just because that's kind of a dangerous road if you're oh, he's trying to fuck with my mirrors, but he can't because they don't move like his do. I can push his forward. I'm gonna leave it like that too. Swat! Swat! Yeah, this is my buddy Ethan YumYum. YumYum Ethan. YumYum. He's playing joust! Jousting with mirrors! Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, but yeah, we're just having a good fun ride today. You know, it's not too terrible. I think like we go up to Mountain View and then hit up Highway 9 between Mountain View and Melbourne, and they call it Push Mountain Route. There is a Push Mountain Road that's an actual road. That's a good one. But then the route is actually pretty small. I mean, it's like a short route. It's a very short route. So it's just something you take, you know, for a day or whatever. If you're just wanting to mess around and play around, you can take that one without, you know, having to be out all day, kind of thing. But we just had a blast, and we were just doing some shenanigans on the way back because we're just awesome like that.
But it recently come to my attention on Moto Amino, there was a kid that hit me up through chat, and he had a lot of questions for me. He's 13, he's from the UK, and at least I hope those facts are right. And he was asking me, you know, good starter bikes, so on and so forth, best brand of bike, you know, basically all your general questions that a lot of motorcyclists or bikers will get when, you know, someone is trying to get into riding. And so I just wanted to make a little video on my personal opinion on starting motorcycles. Now, number one is it depends on your experience riding. If you have no experience riding whatsoever, and whether you're a teenager or you're 18 and over, and then experienced riders that have, say, did dirt bike racing when they were a teenager or something like that, some kind of motocross, something similar to that. Basically, they have some kind of, they know how a motorcycle functions. And then on top of that, you're gonna have either your sport bike guys or your cruiser guys are the ones that get the bikes in between, like your adventure bikes or your dual sports or your sport tours or so on and so forth. Okay, so my advice for a rider who's never ridden before in their entire lives. Okay, you have the teenagers who, you know, are young, wanting to get into riding. I'm gonna say start off on a 250. That's because you have a CC limitation when you're a teenager and you're trying to get a motorcycle license. Like, I think you can only have a 250 for, you know, up to a certain age. I forget on the exact laws or whatever. I'm not sure if you're able to get a 300 or not, but if you're a teenager, you've never ridden before, you have no experience, I'm going to recommend a 250 or a 300 if you're able to get a 300. But usually teenager, I'm going to tell you go with the 250. And that's because you are needing to not only learning how to work and function a motorcycle, but you're also going to need to learn how to ride it as well. And with a 250, it doesn't give you the power that, say, a 600 would. So you have some leeway to be able to learn, and you can make certain mistakes without, you know, you say you hit the throttle too hard on a 250 in a curve. You're good there. Say you're in a 1,000 liter bike and you hit a throttle on a curve, you hit that throttle like hard, then you're most likely going to have that rear tire slip out from underneath you in that turn. But I mean, it all just kind of depends on the situation, the road conditions, you know, so on and so forth. Now, if you're 18 and up and you've never ridden before, I'm going to say a 300. That's because, and I'm going to say 300 over 250 because 250, basically, you learn how to ride it, you learn how to, you know, do all the functions and the actual learning how to ride it itself, and then you're going to want to automatically sell it after you get comfortable, and because you're going to want a bigger bike. That's why I'm going to say start with a 300. They will last you longer than the regular 250. I wouldn't recommend starting on a 600 just because, and now this is just sport bikes. Let me clarify. This little section right here is just for sport bikes. Cruisers, you have a little bit more leeway on the motor size, and I'll get into that here in a little bit. But you know, a 600, especially like your Gixxer, your CBR, your R6, your Ninja 600, they are like rockets. They are sport bikes. They are built for speed. The 600s will rocket off like an insane amount. So I would not recommend that as a first time rider, you know, never before ridden whatsoever. Just because you can make that mistake very easily. That will take you down. So there's that. If you're 18 and up, you've never ridden, and you want to try a 600, I mean, you can do whatever the hell you want to do. But just know that if you make a mistake, you have a little bit more leeway with the 300 like you do the 250, just because you don't have as much power being delivered to that rear wheel. Okay, so if you're not a first-time rider, but you haven't ridden in years, but you know, you have ridden motorcycles before, whether it's street or dirt, you have the functions down, I wouldn't mind telling you to pick up a 600 sports bike. You can go with 300 if you want, but you know, that's really depends on the type of person you are. What, you know, if you're a bigger person, of course you're going to want some more CCs. If you're a smaller person, maybe not getting a 1,000 liter bike and being like 5 foot might not be the greatest thing. But you know, it all comes with experience. The guys that want a cruiser, Cruisers are nice, they're chill, they're laid back. You can sit there and be like, oh yeah, blah, blah, blah. But with cruisers, you have a little bit more leeway on the motors, just because, you know, they're not geared and designed for speed like sport bikes. So you're not going to have as much throttle or response or anything like that. This damn light, because it's a light on a dam. Get it? But yeah, here's Ethan on his Ninja 300. That's weird. Just a tip for beginner riders: seats are not comfortable. They lie. But yeah, so I'm doing a moto vlog. So yeah, cruisers, they have a little bit more of a leeway. Because they're not built for speed, they're geared differently, so on and so forth. So if you're a beginner rider, never ridden before, I would say get like a 600 cruiser, like a Honda Rebel or something that offers like a 600 cc. That'd be a good one. If you're experienced, like I mentioned before, you have your let me yeah.
No, it didn't shut off unless it's at 0 RPM.
Try that on for size. If you are an experienced rider and you've ridden dirt bikes before or stuff like that, and you're wanting to get a cruiser, get back into things, I could say you could get with probably a 750cc to 1000cc bike cruiser. Just because, you know, a little bit bigger engine, you don't have to worry about them built for speed or anything like that. Regardless of what you do get, always remember that the motorcycle is a machine. Regardless of what you get, it is a powerful machine. You have to respect it. If you do not respect it, it will hurt you or get you killed. Yeah, slap it. Slap it. Slap it. But definitely. What? Yeah, I mean.
I love it. I'm not very good with it.
Be like, I love riding, but I can't hold it up. Oh. Yeah, and don't ever get anything that you can't handle. Definitely go to a dealership, check out the different style bikes they have, you know, sit on them, get the feel for them, rock them back and forth, check the weight on it, make sure you can actually handle the weight and not just lean a little bit at a stop and end up falling over. That's weird. Yeah. Yeah. And you don't want to do a domino effect with motorcycles. But always remember, you know, regardless of what you get, be safe, learn your machine, because it's always better to know your motorcycle than not to know it. And that is it for this wonderful moto vlog today. Ethan, say bye!
Bye, Mom!
Alright everybody, I hope you have a safe trip, and if you start riding, be safe, learn your motorcycle. Don't get anything you can't handle, but make sure you like what you get. To my little brother, UK brother, I hope this video helped you out a little bit. Definitely see about getting with some local motovloggers in the UK, and see if you can't get some of them to answer your questions and whatnot, because they'll have a lot more idea of the laws and regulations of UK than I would, because I live in the US. So just be sure to be careful and stay safe out there. And that is it. Hope y'all guys have a wonderful, wonderful time. Goodbye.